What's up, guys? We're back with another video. I actually have to refilm this one because the audio was not working, so hopefully this one is working. It's pretty painful, but whatever. Or more, there are worse things in life. So today we have a win that pretty much evens out my loss from yesterday. So hopefully we can turn this around for this month, this week. We go day by day, however hard it is. I don't have much to say except one thing. I appreciate all the support I've been getting on this channel. We're almost at like 100 subscribers. I think we're at like 75, which is crazy. I haven't been doing this for long enough for that to happen. I appreciate it all. But that's pretty much all I had as an intro for you guys. We can get right into the trade. Coming into the day, let's go on the 4-hour. ES was still in this 4-hour gap. However, Nasdaq was had already inversed their own 4-hour gap, so I was already leaning a bit more bullish on the day. However, we started the day and we kind of did a bit of like nonsense, because ES was going up while Nasdaq was not. We were both indexes were doing separate things. Let me show you on the 1 minute. Yeah, so for a while there, ES had a little pump, doing a bit of nothing in this range right here, and then started following Nasdaq a little bit. Nasdaq just started with the dump immediately. I was kind of looking at where Nasdaq could be going. Now that I look at it right here, it just looks like Nasdaq wanted a bit cleaner retrace before coming back up, and now as you can see we are in a sort of bullish trend. Yes, well, right off the bat just started ripping. This trend on ES is much more volatile than the one on Nasdaq, but the important thing is that now both indexes are doing the same thing, but that was not the case in the first 5 to 10 minutes of market open, and I avoid taking trades while that's happening. So the most important thing about today was finding out if ES was indeed going to respect the 4-hour gap. You have to take a bit of bias into consideration when taking the trade that I did today. The fact that Nasdaq had already inversed it and ES was kind of just like showing signs of not respecting it either, gives me enough of a edge for me to kind of it's not guessing, it's more of a experience, an experienced guess, I guess. It's more of an instinct, let's say, because after a move like this on Nasdaq and yes, kind of still coming back up, and since Nasdaq had already inversed the 4-hour, was showing bullish signs, all I had to do was wait for some sort of confirmation on the lower time frame for me to instinctively and with theory involved look at a trade I could take, and this is the one I ended up taking. So as you can see right here, normally I wait for an inversion on the 5 minute, and this huge rectangle is a fair value gap on the 5 minute, and as you can see I'm still in this fair value gap when I'm taking this trade. The reason is because we were not reacting off this high right here. This high is an intermediate one. It's one that's respecting a 1 minute gap previously, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if we're not going to respect this gap, then we're not going to come back down lower, higher than that, and I need to find some kind of way to get a 1-to-1 here. All these green candles are making me think that this is not a bad trade. I'm just following trend, and after 1 or 2 minutes we had inversed the 5 minute, confirming that my trade is also based off of theory as well. The jaw liquidity certainly is, because this is the only plausible high that I could see. After that we have this pushed fair value gap up here, and then all-time highs, And when I say pushed, I mean it's a push to believe that like this is a valid draw liquidity. It doesn't need to go up there is what I mean. So yeah, I marked out break even at this high right here. I could have done it here. I just, you know, sometimes break even is really about how you feel. And so I felt like this is the best place for me to put break even. We reach it. It looks like we're not going to react off of it, but then this black candle happens, and at this point I decide to take partials. I take TP1 here, and then set my stop loss to break even. How could I have known that market was going to stop right before break even and then come back up to hit my full TP? There's no way. So psychology wise, I mean, I did 90% of the best work. So what I mean by that is, of course, I could have just left my stop loss there, and leave the trade as it is. But as a human and as a trader, a little bit of theory behind moving your stop loss, this is not the worst, right? Obviously, I could have left my stop loss a little lower and then left my TP, but you know, I have just preferred to move it to break even and set partials and maybe call it a day there. I was fortunate enough though, because market came back up and we hit full TP. It would have been $330 instead of $260. We're not here to complain. We're back to what we were at originally, and pretty clean price action for today. That's all I asked for really in a day trade. Clean price action, good reasons to trade, and for me as an individual to be patient and to be as less emotional as I can. But that's pretty much all I had for this trade today. If you guys have any questions about it in the comments, let me know. Like I said, and I always say this, I will always respond to your comments as long as there are not 20,000 of them, and that's not the case. So and I just love it. I love to talk about theory when it comes to trading, or just mental stuff as well, psychology. I mean, I've been going at this for more than a year now. I could see, like, there's some traders that have gone way more than that. It's one of the toughest things mentally. This thing is just, it takes a toll on you after a while. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going. That's all you have to say to yourself, morning and at night. Keep going. One day it'll make sense. And right now I'm talking to myself, but I'm also talking to anyone who wants to, anyone who is actively day trading. It's important. Like all great stories come from hard work. So, and discipline. So that's the last message I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, learned a little something off of it. Not much theory as like my other videos. If you want real theory, go check out my backtesting video. I find if you watch it on like 1.5 speed or 2 times speed, you get a lot out of that video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.